welcome back again. David Brenner, Jimmy McDonnell with you at the St Andrews Sporting Club at the 40 Crest Hotel in Glasgow. And after that quick-fire light welter contest, Chris McAdam knocking out Pete Roberts in 2 rounds, we've got another 6-rounder, another scheduled 6-rounder. Bantamweight, Drew Docherty against Neil Parry.
And on my left, gentlemen, in the red corner, also my very great pleasure to present and introduce from Middlesbrough, Neil Parry. At the weigh-in today, Docherty scale 8 stone 8 pounds, Parry scale 8 stone 7 pounds. Your referee for this contest, Mr. Len Mullen.
Len Mullen again doing the refereeing duties. Andrew Docherty, Drew Docherty. There we have him. He's in the white trunks. And his opponent from Darlington is Neil Parry. And Drew Docherty, ranked 7 in Great Britain by our statistician George Zeleny, the editor of Boxing Outlook magazine, undefeated in 6 contests, 5 wins and a draw. And interestingly enough, he started his amateur boxing, did Drew Docherty, at the Croy Miners Club, which also produced Pat Clinton.
Yeah, actually Drew Docherty's name was at the top of the amateur ratings over a good period of years. He was good class amateur himself, and just slotted into the pro groove with an undefeated record. Just a 1 draw as a slight blemish.
He was runner-up in the ABA's at flyweight a couple of times, 86 and 88. And of course a Scottish international.
Now when you performed at that type of level as an amateur, it makes a big difference to your progress in the professional ranks. You're already a well-scored fighter.
The one slight blemish on his record, a draw, that was with Rocky Lawler.
Now amateur left jab was working there.
Interestingly enough, Neil Parry, the boy in the blue trunks, one of Francis Ampofo's victims a couple of years ago. Francis outpointed him over 6 rounds. Ampofo, of course, the former British flyweight champion.
Next back.
And Parry has been in with some good class opponents. He's fought Des Gargano and Kevin Jenkins, and interestingly enough, his fellow Scot James Bulldog Drummond. I don't know whether you read in the papers that Drummond has now been named as #1 contender to Robbie Regan, Jim.
Interesting. Just looking at Docherty, he's trying to slip into his groove now. He's starting to let the shots go. They've started very lively, which is accordance with the bantamweight division, very sharp. But he certainly looks to be the more powerful of the two, Drew Docherty.
Docherty had that long amateur career which delayed him turning pro a little while.
He got used to the travel and the good life.
Good opening round, Docherty taking it.
Yeah, very, very good opening round for Docherty. Very positive. Got off to a nice, sharp start. And got through 1 or 2 good telly body shots, as well as fine use of rather classy left jab that he possesses.
26 years of age. Born in Glasgow. One of the Mike Barrett stable of fighters.
Yeah, you see him letting the combinations go. two good shots to the head and the left hook underneath to the belly. And, as I stated earlier, when you box at the top as an amateur, as Drew Docherty has, he's obviously a well-schooled fighter, and I'll ignore the fact that he's had sort of limited number of professional fights. He's fighting a guy tonight who's mixed in good class. He's got defeats on his record, but he has boxed and mixed in good class, and he's mixed in good class yet again tonight.
This is certainly a good match for Docherty at this stage of his career, although Parry, funnily enough, is a couple of years younger. As I said, he's been in with some good flyweights and bantamweights, and it's that experience that will inevitably rub off on Drew Docherty. He'll be set problems that he's perhaps not encountered before, and it's all part of the learning process. It's only his 7th fight.
Yeah, you know, he's fighting, as you said earlier, Parry's fought people like Francis Pufos, who went on to become British champion, and he's not going to be overawed by coming to this guy's backyard and fighting what is basically a good prospect. And he's met prospects before, so I shouldn't think he's overawed at all. As you see, he's gritty and determined, and he's competing on equal terms at this stage of the game.
His record suggests, Neil Parry's that is, that he's a fairly durable character. Bulldog Drummond stopped him in 4 rounds, but he took Ampofo 6 rounds.
He certainly looks gritty. He's fighting a quality opponent tonight. Right hand over the top, Docherty's firing over his jab. Looks a danger weapon.
A good sharp round for Docherty in the white. His record suggests that he's not a big puncher. He's just one of his 5 victories inside the distance, but he certainly is landing some solid shots, Jim.
Yeah, and he throws a good volume of them as well. He keeps them coming. He works the full duration of the round. He doesn't look to coast, and he's looking impressive. He's got a good variety of shots. Switches to the body and to the head, and when he does sit back, that left jab don't look too bad either.
End of the 2nd round. We're going to take a break. Join us for the start of round 3 in just a moment. You join us just before the start of round 3, back at the St Andrews Sporting Club. Here's Neil Parry, the blue trunks, Drew Docherty in the white, and a couple of good, crisp, hard-fought opening rounds, Jim, but I've given them both on my card to the Scot.
Yeah, no doubt about that. He's been very, very sharp. He's been positive, and he's dictated the course of matters in this particular contest so far. Parry, although he's playing second fiddle at the moment, he's still making Drew Docherty think and having to work to win the round, because he certainly throws plenty of lever back himself. He's not shy in that department.
Well, this is where experience comes in, doesn't it? It's, as I say, all part of a learning experience for Docherty.
You have a close insight, a good look at the concentration on Docherty's face. His eyes never leave his target, and you can see now he's busting away, exchanging good shots.
Now this low-down camera angle is actually quite useful, because it gives you a good view of the body shots being thrown, which sometimes you miss on this level camera. And you've got to give Parry credit. He's trying to make a fight of it. He's switching his attack quite cleverly from head to body, and he's pushing Docherty every inch of the way. Good fight, this.
Got nailed with a stiff jab from Docherty.
And swelling coming up underneath Parry's left eye.
It's getting sharper and sharper now, Docherty, as the rounds are unfolding. Sharp left hook counter there. There it is again. I'd say Parry's absorbed one or two good solid shots, and if he wasn't so gritty, he might have been out of there by now. Yeah, but he's in there and he's biting on his gum shield and he's determined to give Docherty one hell of a good fight.
He's certainly succeeding in that aim. Got a view there of the swelling underneath Parry's left eye. Not too bad. Get the iron to work on that.
Yeah, I think that's testament to the accuracy of the right hand that Docherty's been thrown over the top. There it is again. As soon as Parry feels with that rather feeble jab he possesses, the right hand counter comes over.
I'm quite impressed with Docherty. Normally, when you get a boy who's only just turned pro, a lot of the old amateur habits, they go exclusively head hunting, but Docherty's got a good range of punches. He's not ignoring the body.
Yeah, he's going about his work very comprehensively.
Normally you get the thing when amateurs turn pro, they don't know how to work inside.
Yeah, that's something that's neglected, unfortunately, in this country, particularly looking back at the amateur game. You try and throw body shots, you immediately get warned to keep your head up.
That's right.
And consequently that tends to go out the window, and the coaches tend to neglect it a little bit in the gym as well. But in the professional ranks you can get on with a job in hand and throw shots to head and body with no sort of over caution by the referee. But like you say, Docherty's shown an impressive variety of shots to head and body, and that lingers well for his professional future.
Yeah, it certainly does. We'll get it to work with the ice bag on that swelling underneath the left eye.
Yeah, you just pick up the action here. You see what we're talking about, variety in Docherty's work. There's that jab which caused no amount of discomfort to Mr. Parry. Caught him bang on the target area on the injury I think you see him working on now.
It's a nasty swelling, that.
Yeah, it is right under the eye, fortunately. It can make vision impaired and difficult to go about.
Round 4 then. We're scheduled for 6, remember.
He's got an excellent jab, though, when he chooses to use it. Sets up everything else behind that jab. Just look at the speed these two boys are throwing the punches at. Tremendous.
And some heavy shots starting to come in from Docherty now. And we will see just how durable Mr. Parry is over the next 3 rounds, I fancy.
He certainly needs to tighten up to the right hand. He tends to feel with that jab and gets nailed every time by the right hand over the top.
Docherty starting to work the body. A good right.
That's the danger shot, the right hand. Everything else is just feeling him out to set him up for the big bomb. Little warning from the referee to Docherty, telling him it's the inside of the glove. Parry's point of view, he'll be pleased. That's the inside. What's the knuckle taste like?
Starting to look a little bit tired now, is Parry.
He's not missing him with that right hand there, Dave, either. He's really got his range, and I think that's going to do the damage because the body shots have got to him.
Left hook to the body, puts him down.
His body shot's been impressive all the way through, and you could take him in the early rounds. As the rounds go by, then body shots are a lot more.
Now we'll see what sort of a finisher Docherty is.
There's the right hand again. Good decision by Docherty. Spot on.
Cannot argue with that one little bit.
10 out of 10.
Good refereeing by Len Mullen.
Beautiful.
Drew Docherty makes it 6 wins in 7 fights, just that one draw, stopping the perfect record. And that's a good stoppage win over a very durable and very experienced opponent.
Yes, I was impressed with Docherty. He's good all-rounder, very composed, good body shots, and good all-round boxer, one to keep your eye on.
Most certainly, that's a young man that we will see again, I don't doubt. And as Jimmy says, the bantamweight scene, particularly up in Scotland, is pretty strong, especially as Jim was reminding me in the last commercial break. Billy Hardy now back on the scene, but this young man could go some way. Good finish anyway, Jimmy.
Absolutely. You just see him here, he's ducking and diving in front of him. There's the body shot, the left hook underneath. That's really done it. Look at the expression there. For all to see.
Yeah, it's that shot under the ribs. That is such a sickener, that. 2 minutes, 10 seconds, the official time.
You can see from the moment he landed that body shot, the expression on the face of his opponent was there for all to see.
Well, then, the sum total of the action so far tonight, we've seen a stoppage win for the Scottish lightweight champion, Chris McAdam, for the promising young Scottish bantamweight, Drew Docherty. And whatever happens, we're going to have a Scottish winner in the next fight. Ronnie Carroll against Joe Kelly, once again contesting the vacant British bantamweight title. Coming up next on Pro Box.